Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Westby. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're ready to bring you this Coulee Conference matchup featuring the Onalaska Luther Knights and the Westby Norsemen. Should be an interesting ball game tonight, to say the least. Joining me, well, I almost feel like we've gone back about 3, maybe 4 years. This is Dan Grass joining me tonight. And Dan, thanks for being up here, helping out here once again with this football game.
No problem, Ken. Looking forward to it. Should be a good game.
Well, I better say thanks or I'm sorry, one of the two, to Dave Gluck stepping in for Dave. He is off with some family things going on tonight, and he said, oh, by the way, I can't do the game tonight. And I went, I guess I can do it. So, and I will apologize, Dave, if you happen to be tuning in. I left your book at right in my office door, right by the door, of course, and forgot to grab it today as I was getting ready to head out and get ourselves set up for today's ball game. So all that work that he did, boy, you know, he is pretty diligent with that stuff, Dan.
He's incredible.
He takes it serious. My goodness. So quite the deal.
Well, he's got a system, and I tell you what, he keeps wonderful stats.
He does.
He does a wonderful job.
That's for sure. Tonight, an interesting matchup here in the Coulee Conference as we take a look. Aquinas coming into tonight's ball game. They are sitting at 5-0, along with West Salem, and those two teams are meeting tonight in the top upper echelon, we'll say. Then right below that, it's Westby and Luther here. Both of these teams are 3-2 in the conference, and this is one of those where you need to win one of two games, either tonight or next week. For these two teams, and of course, if you win both, it's a good lock, obviously. Then, because you'd be sitting at 5-2, but you need 4 wins to get into the playoffs. Well, we're getting ready to get this ball game underway, and here we go with the approach. We're waiting for the whistle, and here it is. This game underway. It's a bit of a squib kick coming down to one of the up men. That is going to be number 11 here for the Norsemen, trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be gang tackled. That's Jaden Geyer. Geyer bringing the ball back, well, probably close to 15 yards as he picked it up. Well, let me check that. Maybe about 10 here. They'll set the ball down right around the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback for the Norsemen is Maddox Torkelson. He'll come up to the line of scrimmage and go under center. Behind him, lone back. He'll drop back to throw. He's going down long, and he's going to get tripped up right away, and the flag is thrown. On the defensive side, that was number 3 in Jackson Kendall, who is the quarterback, and he kind of got his feet tangled up with the receiver flying down the field. I believe that was Ryan Berklin. Berklin, Dan, this is an interesting one. Typically, you'd see that big guy in the line, maybe a possibility of a tight end, but he showed some pretty good speed there.
Oh yeah, he's an athlete. He's been a playmaker all year for the Norse.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there for Luther. They had it covered pretty well. They just got the feet tangled up.
Yeah. So it's a first down, 1st and 10. The ball placed on the Luther 48-yard line. Torkelson will put a man in motion and turn the handoff. It's the second man trying to get through, and he's going to be brought down. Let's check and see the numbers here if we can get to it. Looks like that is, was that number 11? If it was, that's who it was. That was Jaden Geyer. They'll rotate people in with only about a 2-yard gain. We'll call it a 2nd and 8. In the backfield, number 34 in Reed Bardstead, a sophomore. He'll pitch the ball to Stockstone. He's got himself a pretty good chunk of change right there. He's going to get maybe 4, possibly 5 yards, and he is slammed down in a hurry. Somebody got to his legs there, Dan. And I did not see who was over there.
Yeah, Stockstone, he's one of those. He's one missed tackle away from taking it to the house.
He was kind of a marked man, I heard, with, was it Aquinas, I think, that Dave was talking about? They're really getting after him.
Oh, he's been making plays now as a early movement there, but for Westby for a couple of years now. I think he's been kind of marked by everyone in the conference.
Yeah, I believe that.
First time I've seen that I noticed, that he got that ball in the backfield. He's been doing wide receiver, either out wide or in the slot. But they put him in the backfield here in this opening position. I think they're just trying to get him more touches.
Sure. Well, like you say, if he's one block away or one tackle away.
He is definitely a speedster. When he gets into open field, he is hard to catch. So Westby looking to just, I think, maximize his touches, I think, here.
5-yard penalty going against the Norsemen. Reed Barstead brought the play, or Nelson, I should say, Griffin Nelson. There's another play downfield, and it's going to be no flag as that ball getting up limping a little bit here was Stockstone. Might have turned the ankle a little bit here. It's going to bring up a 4th and 8, so the Norsemen are setting up what looks to be a punt situation here. Try to pin the Knights back deep in their own territory.
A little bit of contact on that one, I think, before the ball got there, but that might be a sign the officials are going to let them play a little bit out there.
Maybe so. Zach Luhmann drops back deep for the Knights. Barstead was in motion. Now he's set. Pretty good snap, rolling. Now they're going to keep it himself and try and make that first down. It's a long run. He's not going to get there. It was a long ways to run and not able to get to the first down marker. Nate Friedland is brought down after only a gain of about 3 yards, and he needed all 8. So it's 1st and 10 coming the other way here. And Jackson Kendall is the quarterback, and Dan, he is a dandy quarterback.
As I went to the Luther West Salem game. It didn't go very well for Luther, but you could definitely see the arm talent of Luther's quarterback. They were just a little bit overwhelmed by West Salem, but they like to throw the ball, and I could tell that they were probably pretty good at it, that first one.
And right there, he's going to show off the arm a little bit there, wasn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
He just didn't have quite that soft touch that he needed.
No.
And he lofted that one over the head of Landon Bryant.
Well, if I had finished talking great things about him, maybe he would have been able to complete that one. kind of like talking about a good free throw shooter. Right?
Yep.
My bad.
And then clunk. No, I know what you mean. 2nd and 10 now. Clock stops. We'll give you the time. 9:52 in this first quarter. We're going to do first and third quarter. We're going to let our sponsors be seen, and then second and fourth quarter, we'll put the clock up on the corner for the folks, for all of you watching, and then that way you'll be able to see the countdown, so to speak, for halftime and for the game. And we'll keep update on the score, which, of course, there is none right now, as this is the first drive for Onalaska Luther. I was at Onalaska Luther last night with Viroqua volleyball. Had Luther last week in Viroqua. That was a good game. 28-14, Luther with the win. And they did show off some of the speed and that arm strength, like you said. Now, there's the flags are going to go. They're going to get a free first down is what I call that one. Over on that far side, the Norsemen jumped the gun. I couldn't tell you. It might have been Grady over there, Grady Evenstead, number 56 on that defensive end position.
Yeah, it ended up being a couple of Norse on the line there that jumped the gun there a little bit.
Yeah, Grady wasn't the Lone Ranger, that's true. So 1st and 10, they're in Norseman territory on about the 44-yard line. Now Luther moves, and that was a long lean by the end, the right end. So that'll cost them 5 yards. They'll stay in Norseman territory. Ball put down on the 48-yard line. I couldn't catch the number over there as far as the end. I don't know if that was Bryant over there or who that might have been.
I apologize. I'm going to have to bring binoculars to help you out with that. I cannot pick out these numbers.
I wouldn't get them if I didn't have my glasses on, I'll tell you that. Kendall drops back into shotgun formation. He's got a man over here in the flat, and he's going to be gang tackled with a very short gain. The Norseman coming up and collapsing on that. Ryan Birkland was the first to hit him. He came up on the bottom of that pile. Also in there, in that fray of tackles, was Ben Rathel. Now there's a guy who knows what it means to stick your nose into things.
Yes.
He is
kind of the epitome of an undersized lineman, has been for a couple years now. But boy, he really holds his own, plays hard. He's a good football player.
Huge heart, right? Kendall in trouble. Look at this. He's going to get away. He throws the ball just out of reach of his end. Was Elijah Protaski, trying to get out there in the flat, and he just, again, had a touch too much on it. But he was under a ton of pressure. Did you happen to catch the number?
I didn't.
Yeah, that was.
I gotta be better at that.
I'm going to reach back here and shut the door for a second. Now I know there's a breeze anyways. Again, Kendall, now he's going to take off and run. He's got himself to the 40, inside the 35. Oh, he got the first down. My goodness. Now that was a run.
It was. It opened up for him right away. Westby had two or three there. Had a chance to stop him before that first down, but he just kind of a little second burst of speed there and got to the flag and picks up the first down. Big first down early for Luther.
Picked up 15 on the play. And a new set of downs. 1st and 10 on the 32. Handoff, and this might have been Bryant. And Landon Bryant is going to get a short gain of about 1. Well, they're going to give him an extra step in there. So a 2nd and 8. Pickup of 2. A nice job of that interior line defensively here for the Norsemen, spearheaded by Birkland and Rathel. Also on the other side, let's see, that might be 62, I think, in Nate Friedland over there. So those are a tough threesome right in the middle. Here's an inside handoff after that was actually a delayed handoff from Bryant.
So like a double handoff, wasn't it?
You're right.
If that's a football term or not.
That was. I would say it's a double handoff, yes. That was Jack Schmaling who picked up the first down. He needed 8, and I think he got 9 on that one. Yeah, a little trickery going on there, and they pull off a first down. Shotgun formation now for Kendall. He'll put a man in motion. That is number 5 in Schmaling. The turn, the handoff. And, picking his way through. He's got himself another first down. That was number 17 in Potraski, who motors down to inside the 10, awfully close to the 5. I think he stepped out of bounds, so the momentum took him past the 5, but they'll mark it right around that 7-yard line or so, it looks like. So it's 1st and goal. A pickup of an easy dozen. On the 7, they call it. Kendall, screen pass over here on the near side, and just getting across the 5-yard line. I think they're going to spot it on the 4. Schmaling. Once again, there's a young man, Dan, that we're going to have to keep an eye on. As Schmaling, he's kind of like Mr. Everything for the Knights. Very talented young man. Then you add the speed. You got Bryant in there. You got Potraski. That might have been a false start. We'll wait and see after they unpile here. Somebody was moving a little too quick, whether they were... Yeah, it was the Knights. I wasn't sure if maybe they were kind of tricked into moving, or how do they say that with the NFL now? Kind of like almost like induced into making a football move or something like that.
That's the 5th penalty of the game already by my count.
Oh, wow.
3 for Luther and 2 for Westby.
That's good to know. See how that kind of plays out. Kendall rolls to his right side, now stops, looking, now rolls again, going a little bit further, still looking downfield, and down he goes. Great pursuit over there.
Right, credit to the secondary for Westby, too. He had a lot of time to try to find somebody open, just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Gave time for pressure on the backside to finally bring him down.
Tanner Hagan credited with that one, I heard. Number 78. Well, I tell you, he showed some nice little speed getting after Kendall there. So now it's 3rd and goal, and a loss of 5 on the play at the 12-yard line. Kendall rolls out here to the near side, under pressure again, and down he goes one more time. That was 62 in Friedland. Nate Friedland got him around the shin and ankles, and just no place to go. Well, now, Dan, a little decision time here with 4th down. I don't know. That's a little bit, that would be a 30-yard field goal attempt.
Well, actually, about a 37-yarder.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, right.
They had the 7 on the.
Yeah, by the time they set it down.
I don't know that the field goal is going to be the option here. You're not going to punt. You're just going to.
Yeah.
See if you can make a play here. It's a long 4th and goal, but
they're going to send Max Heelskamp, split him out far to the right side. Now looking to come up the field. He's got his man. He's got a connection, and look at this. He is going to score. My goodness. A 20-yard strike, and they threw it about 8 to 9 yards, and then off to the races was Gabe Shepard as he scoots to the far corner of the end zone for the TD. Well, that's a bit of a defensive lapse there.
A little bit, but yeah, I'm going to give some credit there to Jackson Kendall. He bought himself just enough time.
Yeah.
Let that thing kind of open up and threw a strike and let his receiver do his thing.
You're right. And the 2-point conversion is going to be.
I think he got in there, but I haven't seen a signal yet.
I haven't seen anything on that. That's surprising. I guess they're going to say he's a little bit short.
A little short. Wow. Good stop there by Westby.
Yeah.
Yep, no good.
All right. So it's a 6-0 lead here for Luther. We're going to turn the mics down just for a moment, and we'll come right back here with more football action. And we come back here, and you know, Dan, as you mentioned before, penalties played a part in this drive, both pro and con for the Knights, but boy, they came up big. Speaking of big, man, there's a big kickoff. It's going to go into the end zone.
It was a big kickoff.
That was really good.
Pretty much landed on the goal line on a fly there. That we saw a pretty good leg last week. Aquinas' kicker really drilled him down there too.
Yeah,
and, well, you look at that, and maybe that 37-yarder. Maybe they did think about it.
Maybe he could have done that one. That was a good shot there. Well, the Norsemen now with their offense coming out onto the field, trailing by a score of 6-0. Our thanks going out to those wonderful sponsors that you're seeing in the upper left corner of the screen. Of course, it's Miranda Wright Agency, American Family Insurance, the Bank of Caston, and Carmen Fortune, your New Directions real estate expert. We appreciate those three. We'll mention 2 or 3 more here in just a few moments as we roll through this ball game. We're still in quarter number 1, 3:42 to go in the quarter. A short run there by the Norsemen and a pickup of only 1.
Zach Lumen for Luther came in and plugged that hole in a hurry.
Okay. Torkelson turns, hands off, second man through, and boy, that hole never really materialized. They're going to give him a half a yard, and a swarm of Knights coming in on that one.
Kind of a key third down here for Westby. Luther had a long drive that resulted in 6, and hate to give it back to him on 3 plays.
That quick, right?
A couple of first downs, and
that was Casey Wilbur with a half a yard pickup, maybe at the most. It's going to be a second, check that, a 3rd and 8. Torkelson trying to get his wide receiver's attention. Now changes up. He's going to throw down here. It is going to Griffin Nelson, but it was well short. Nelson down around the 38, 39 yard line, and the ball fell right around the 35, 36 yard line. So just, I think Torkelson wanted to get his attention there, Dan, but he just couldn't quite do that. And then all of a sudden the snap was coming.
Yeah.
Friedland drops back to kick here once again. And the deep man, I believe, is 33 in Zach Lumen. Here's the kick, and that's a pretty good kick. Driving him back. Actually, that was Landon Bryant back there. He's picked up the ball at around the 40 and working his way back, and he is going to be on the 40. Well, he's a late flag coming in now. He's going to get down around the 37-yard line. But we got to wait and see what this flag is about. Scott Kepnick, your head official tonight, and he is saying a block in the back. So that'll move the ball back.
Negates a little bit of that great return.
Boy, I tell you, that was a 20-yard return, 20 plus, probably about a 23-yard return. And that'll put them back. They'll step that one off, and they're going to put it
right at midfield. Nice round number.
There you go. Let's put it on the 50.
Yeah.
Let's let them start there. 2:21 to go in a 6-0 Luther lead here in quarter number 1. And again, in the second quarter, we'll change out the HDMI cord and put the clock up in the corner for us. Here's a play. It's a draw play, and Landon Bryant with a big run right up the middle. And he is going to be
but a foot short. Looks like he's got his left foot there. See where he puts the ball.
No,
now they're calling it a first. So.
They're going to go with the first down. And it's a 1st and 10, exactly a 10-yard pickup right up the middle. Then they'll look to go with that shotgun formation. Jackson Kendall. Schmeling in motion. He'll turn, handoff. Going to go to number 17 once again here for the Knights. And that is Potraski.
Westby was able to get some pressure on Kendall in that last drive. Just your credit Luther. They picked up like a 3rd and 15, and then that fourth and goal from the 20. To get that 6 points. So Westby did some real good things defensively. Just a couple of stops short there of turning them away.
Man in motion again, Schmeling. He's got the ball coming over here to the near side. Turns upfield to the 35 and is brought down right around the 31-yard line.
About a yard short of the first down, looks like. Half a yard, maybe.
Boy, he had a head of steam up. Norseman trying to get to the outside.
Third and just a little bit less than a yard coming up for Luther. Probably in about that 4-down territory, I would guess here. Ken will probably get 2 shots at picking up this.
After what they did before, I would agree. 3rd and 1. Schmeling in motion. I can turn handoff. This is going to be Bryant, and he's going to bowl his way up beyond the 30 down to about the 28-yard line, and it'll be a 1st and 10. Oh, no, maybe that was Potraski again. I thought that was Bryant that was in there, but Potraski is the last guy up. 1st and 10.
As long as the ball stays on the near side, that was definitely 17 that got off the pipe. As long as it's on the near side, Ken, I might be able to help you out. They get on that far hash, and as the first quarter comes to an end.
Yes, it's a 6-0 lead here for the Onalaska Luther Knights. They just picked up a new set of downs. They'll go to the right side of the field, and we're going to take a little break and change out and have our clock coming up in the upper corner for you to see.
This thing is great.
Well, back we come here. Ken Manning along with Dan Grass. And our thanks going out to 3 more of our wonderful sponsors. That would be Cash and Building Supplies, CBS Design, Kevin Kirky and Courtney Kuzi helping us out, downtown Cashton. Out on Highway 27 is Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson, and Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, located down there in Upper Chaseburg. And I want to make sure that everybody knows it's in Upper Chaseburg, right? Here we go with the first play to start quarter number 2, and hopefully you can see the scoreboard all right. Here is Kendall, oh my goodness, out in the open, and now he's going to get brought down. A gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards. Looks like it's going to be easily 5. He looks to be a little dangerous out in the open, Dan.
Yeah, I obviously I haven't seen him play a lot. He wasn't able to do a lot of that against West Salem. I don't think anybody has. But
I think they've only given up 6 points the whole year or something.
That might be about right.
Yeah.
Luther did pick up 6 on him.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
They're one of the few that got a chance to score. Then that's. Take a look here now. It's 2nd and 5. We're going to get a flag over on the far side. Line judge and
another false start.
Yep, somebody moving on the line, so that'll negate that 5-yard pickup, bringing it back to a 2nd and 10. Somebody in that line probably moved just a touch. Well, for those of you that are watching, I apologize, not on the Westby channel tonight. I had to go with the general channel, just the WWVP LLC. So if you know folks that might be interested in watching, please text or call your friends, put it on Facebook, let them know that we're on the general one. Just go to WWVP LLC, searching that on Twitch. Here's a run by Landon Bryant, and now a flag.
Another flag.
That's in the area where it could have been a face mask, but we'll see. It also could have been a block, a clip. As far as a block here, we'll wait and see what that call is. Somebody went high on Bryant. Well, the Luther Knights are backing up. What's going to be a hold call. So they'll back it up again.
Well, Luther's been kind of their own worst enemy. I've lost track now, but I think that's 6 penalties on just Luther alone at this point. 5 of them on the offense, and there was the one pass interference on the first play of the game. But
that's right. Well, the Knights with Jackson Kendall, the quarterback. He's a senior. Not a big guy, but he's durable. Let's put it that way. Dropping back to throw. He's got a man, and it is overshot. He had Schmeling out there, but pretty good coverage also. That was number 5, I think. Was that 5? In Maddox Fensel on the coverage. That was a nice job by the sophomore. He actually, I thought for a second there, Fensel had a better shot at getting the ball than what Schmeling did.
Right, yeah. Westby has done a good job in this one so far. Coverage downfield. They just a couple of slip ups in front of everything that have
3rd and 18. Schmaling will be on the receiving end of that pass, and he's going to get down to the 25-yard line. Well, it's another more doable 4th down situation here. They spot the ball on the 24. 4th and 6 now for the Knights. And again, we talked about this just for a second, but both of these teams needing one more win to pretty much lock themselves into a playoff situation. You lose 2 in a row here and your season will be done. And now a quick timeout by the Norsemen. A little too much. Maybe they just weren't looking right at what they saw. And Coach Andy Holtz calls the timeout. Well, that gives us a chance to talk a little bit here about another bunch of our wonderful sponsors, which would mean Coon Valley Telecommunications right there on Central Avenue in Coon Valley. Appreciate Carol and all the wonderful crew down there helping us out tonight. And the Eagle Title Company stopped in and said hi to Lori, and it was good to see the two down there tonight, this afternoon I should say. But again, thanks going out to Eagle Title Company. And don't forget Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service on the north side of Viroqua. Hoping all the best here tonight for the area teams. Well, the Blackhawks up at Black River Falls tonight. A little side note there, and trying to pick up a win. They have a tough task next week with Aquinas. 9:52 to go here in the half, and it's a 4th and 6. Shotgun formation, back split. Looking down the field, and there is an incomplete pass. He was about 5 yards shy of getting the ball to Heelskamp, who was down the middle of the field. And it'll bring up a loss of downs, loss of possession here. And Westby, well, maybe catching a little bit of a break there. That was probably not the kind of throw that Kendall was looking for.
Was covered well by, well, I say Westby's secondary doing a good job so far tonight. He had a small little window to hit there and left her just a little bit short, I think. Underthrew it a little bit.
1st and 10, ball placed on the 24-yard line of the Norsemen. Maddox Torkelson up under center. He's got an I formation. Going to put Berkland in motion. A turn, the handoff. It's the second man through, and oh boy, there's a double leg. That was Casey Wilbur. Looked like he was going to get a head of steam up, and just like that, somebody came in and collared him. Did you happen to catch that number, Dan? Or I did not.
On the tackle?
Yeah.
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing it could have been over on the far side with Potraski and the corner. Outside linebacker, possibly. Torkelson dropping back. He's got a man open down here, and it is incomplete. Boy, he lofted that one up, and I thought Zach Bjorklund was going to come in and make that nice catch, but it just got off his fingertips, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Kendall on the coverage back here. He had that one blocked off pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, it was good coverage. He gave his receiver a shot.
Yeah, he did.
Credit the defense, didn't let it happen.
9:02 to go.
Another 3rd and long here for the Norse.
Just having a couple of hiccups here, not getting the engine running correctly. Low snap, but Torkelson able to get to it. Now he's under a lot of pressure. Dances out to the right-hand side. Now he's going to fire the ball downfield. It's caught. Oh, and then dropped. Oh, my goodness, what a great try there by the Norsemen. Defensive play, I think that was, I want to say it was 36 there, Dan. Something like that. It was a 30-something in there. But I was more interested in who was trying to get to that ball. for the Norsemen. I don't know if that was Berklin out there or who that was. But it was a great try. Oh, punt formation once again. Friedland. Good snap. A little running start, and he gets the kick off, and it's going to take a Norseman bounce. Now the ball rolls back, and they're going to down it just inside the 40, and I think officially they'll mark it at the 39-yard line. See where the official is going to set the ball down. Now he's going to put it on, looks like he's going to put it right on the 40 here, and that's where we'll start here to begin another possession here for the Luther Knights. Miles of Smiles Child Care Center. Thanks to Ashley Liam. Fun experience for your young learner. Along with Nordic Lane, Scott and Sue Sordahl helping us out tonight. Of course, that great tasting pizza and Premier Co-op since 1893, serving our agricultural communities. Kendall will put the man in motion. That is Schmeling. He'll turn and go right up the middle. And it's going to be Kendall keeping it himself and a quarterback keeper. And he gets right to the 45-yard line where they'll mark the ball on a 5-yard pickup. No real faking going on there, Dan.
No.
he just took it and said, I'm coming up the middle. 2nd and 5. Clock moving now. Good snap, the turn, the handoff. Working his way for a first down. Needed 5, and he's going to get about 8. Let's see if that was Potraski. Once again, it was. So he's become the workhorse here so far in this game early on. Last week watching, Potraski carried the ball some, but I thought there was more damage being done with Landon Bryant and Schmeling. Kendall gets the snap. This is going to be inside a double handoff here again, and that'll be a pickup of about 5. Schmeling gets that one. Again, the handoff, it's Kendall to Bryant, and then Bryant with an inside handoff to Schmeling. But there, Dan, the Norsemen stayed home pretty well.
They did. They picked up about 5. So big play, big stops here coming up for Westby.
Yeah, he really knew need to put those brakes on that Luther Knight offense somehow. Quick pass to the outside, and it's a catch and run, and still running out there. My goodness.
Yeah, Westby's defense has been on the field most of this first half already.
Yeah.
But, maybe starting to show a little bit of signs of wear here.
Right. That was Landon Bryant on the quick catch on the left flat. He gains more than enough for the first down. He'll come over here to the near side and try again. This time getting to the outside. That is number 21 all the way down, and he's finally pulled out of bounds inside the 10. They're going to mark the 7-yard line. My goodness, that was number 21 and Gabe Shepard. And the Norsemen, well, to be honest, they left him alone.
They did, and then his speed was able to get him around that edge, and he picked up about an extra 15 yards.
Yeah. Casey Wilbur getting up rather gingerly there as after they're going to get a trainer to come over and take a look. Kind of going out now if he's got a cramp or if it's the knee. But we'll wish him the best of luck here right now and see if he's able to get up on his own power or not. That would be a tough loss right there for the Norsemen.
Already a little bit shorthanded with Friedland sidelined.
Right.
Devin Brown's on the sideline without pads on tonight. So a couple of big losses for their offense.
Boy, that's for sure.
And defense for what that's worth. But
well, our thanks going out. Let's take a look at 3 more of our sponsors, the Riverbank in Westby and in Coon Valley. South side here in Norseman territory and in Coon Valley, of course, right there in the middle of Coon Valley. Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare corporate office in Cashton helping us out tonight. We thank the great crew over there. Sealands Carpetland stopped in there and said hi today, and saw Paige and the crew and their new young one. Well, it's got up and was able to walk off, maybe not the strongest. And they're going to go check Casey Wilbur out here, and we'll wait and see what his status is for the rest of the game. 6:48 to go. There's Bryant trying to get to the outside. They turn him back in, and he just lowers his shoulder and tries to muscle his way to the end zone. He's going to be a bit shy, and boy, they're going to put him down right down around the 1 yard line, I think. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more there with that one since they're so close. Let's see what happens on that one. Second and goal on the 1, and they're inside the 1. They'll stay in the shotgun formation, rather interesting. The handoff, this is going to be Bryant, and boy, I don't know that he got that one. Somebody got to his legs in a hurry.
I don't know much about much, Ken, especially football, but I've noticed the Badger football team do that a couple times. They have fourth down and a foot, and they snap the ball 10 feet back, and
yeah,
I don't understand it.
It makes you wonder, right?
No, it doesn't, because I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just logically, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I think that was 55. That would be Jordan Teach, who I thought I saw get up in the pile, and I'm looking for anyone else in there.
Equipment issue there with
might be. Bryant is going to come off the field for a moment.
Not sure what happened there. Official said that he needed to go take a play off for some reason.
I'm guessing it might have been something with the equipment. We're going to wind the clock up. Under 5:20 to go here in the first half of action. Again, they'll stay with that shotgun on a third and goal. Schmeling in motion. Well, I thought there was a jump start there. They're going to kick the guy to the outside here, and the foot race is on, and Potraski's going to win that one. From 1 yard out, he had to run about 8 to get the touchdown, but now the Knights will take that lead at 12-0. 5:01 to go here in the half.
Guessing they're going to go for 2 here again.
I would say a fair breeze coming out from about the northwest, it looks like. Every once in a while the flag is not whipping, but it does stand kind of waves right out there. It looks pretty nice.
Whistle, and Luther's going to take a timeout for this two-point conversion.
Yeah, they want to check things out here and see that they have the right play. Of course, a 2-point conversion here would make it a 14-0 lead. So they'll take that timeout. We'll get a chance to talk a little bit here with more of our sponsors. And Sleepy Hollow, Levon and Michelle and all the great crew in the 3 facilities on the north side of Viroqua bringing you the action tonight. And don't forget Vernon Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative with affordable electrical energy. And the fine folks down at the VFW in Viroqua. No one does more for veterans than the VFW. And, of course, they have a terrific Friday night fish. Well, it's 12-0 here as a 20-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter and a 1-yard run, putting the Knights out in front of the Norsemen. Knights at one point, Dan, they were ranked, I want to say top 7. And then here comes the play, and oh, what a nice try. Good job by the defense. And I think that was...
Barstead, I believe.
Was it Barstead?
I thought it was 34.
34, okay.
34 knocked that one down. But
okay. I also.
Did you have somebody else?
Well, I saw 75 over there in Evan Birkland too.
Okay.
But it kind of threw me seeing 75 back there, but maybe he was in a linebacking situation. But nonetheless, the 2-point conversion is not good, and Westby is able to keep that two-score deficit intact at least, and have a shot. If they can get a touchdown and an extra point a couple of times, they could take the lead. Dropping back, Griffin Nelson along with Jaden Geyer.
Big possession here for the Norse. I really be.
Oh.
You got plenty of time here. You got 5 minutes to go here in the half, but to get some positive yardage at the very least, I would like to get on that scoreboard here before we go into halftime.
That's for sure. There's that booming kick. It's going to go to the far side to Geyer. Geyer at the 10. He picked it up at around the 5. Whoa, he's nice couple moves here, weaving his way down the field, and he is going to get back very close to the 30-yard line. That would be a 25-yard return, and that's not a bad return. But we got a flag, wouldn't you know, way back around the 15-yard line.
Oh, that could hurt.
Yeah, that's probably going to go against the Norsemen. It looks like they're talking to the night captains.
It's going to be half the distance.
Yeah, pushing the back here, blocking the back. It will be a first down, but not where you wanted it to be if you're a Norseman fan.
Yeah, they had the ball up near the 30-yard line, I believe, and instead now it's going to be placed inside the 10. So that's
yeah, all the way down to the 7.
Well, it's only a 10-yard penalty, but in reality it's a 23-yard penalty.
That's right. Torkelson is going to come up under center. He's going to turn, hand off, and try and push through. And a nice job getting through the line for the Norsemen, and I believe that was Barstead. He'll pick up 9. Now bringing the play in from the sideline, that's number 24 in Clayton Geyer.
Well, other than the pass interference on the first play of the game, that was Westby's best first down play by far.
Yep.
First time they've been in second and third and short here if it ends up being a third down.
Trying to get to that first down territory, and that's going to be real close here. In fact, I think they lost. Yep, they did lose on that one, about a yard. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Barstead coming back into the huddle now with the play. Again, this sophomore, well, I tell you what, he is, it really looks like he's probably been in the weight room. They're going to split Zach Bjorklund out here to the near side. The turn, the handoff, it's going to be up the middle, and boy, somebody just blasted through. Number 5 in Schmeling. And he had a teammate in there who was also rocking the door. And it's a 4th and 2. That's a tough break right there.
It is. When boy, now Luther's just salivating here. They're going to get the ball back with about 3 minutes to go in the half here, looking to tack on even more, and that would be devastating for the Norse.
That'd be really tough. You're right. And of course, they're looking at excellent field position here, unless Friedland can get a good kick. The ball's on the ground.
Whistles and flags. So.
Yeah, that might have been a deliberate snap to the up man.
They're kind of pointing at Luther. Did they do something that snap?
They said illegal procedure on Westby. Yeah. Now they'll kick it. Band getting set to come on to the field here. Halftime. We'll have the camera on them. But again, as we all know, we will have the music turned down. We apologize for that. Friedland back, it looks like. has a good snap and a kick, and that's going to be a floater. It's going to hit right around the 40-yard line. Might have been, I don't even know if it got to the 40. The official's going to come along.
That's where it bounced. So he's keep moving up. So really close.
Yeah,
about 38.
38-yard. Yeah, I think so. Looks good. 38-yard line. But excellent field position here for the Luther Knights. Our thanks going out to the Viroqua Booster Club. Rob Klum, the president. Appreciate their support. And, of course, wishing the best to the Blackhawks up at Black River Falls. The Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leon Klum, bringing you the action today. And they are just a great place to go when it comes to your dental care. Kendall, good snap, rolling here to the near side. Looking downfield, he fires, and dropped. Heelskamp had it in his hands, but he didn't pull it into the body, and it fell to the floor, as they say.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him. Couldn't wrangle it in.
Yep. One of those that I'm sure Heelskamp would say, "Can you give me another shot?"
Right.
2nd and 10.
I bet you Mr. Kendall would have said, "Yeah, I'll give you another shot, and I'll throw it a little bit, just a little bit farther ahead of you that time." And
a little better toss for you there, buddy. Lone back, and Petrasky, he'll rotate out. Now Kendall's going to keep it himself. Looking to move across the 30, down to 25, and down to about the 22. We'll see where they mark the ball, and looks like the 23-yard line is where they're going to spot it here, and that's enough for a first down. Boy, dangerous out there with the run, but the defense, the backs, they turn to follow their receivers for the coverage, and sometimes the quarterback says, there's a lot of green in front of me.
They've been doing it, yeah. They send their receivers downfield, and they get just enough blocking from the line, and it opens up, and Kendall's not afraid to run it.
That's for sure. Petrasky with the carry, and he's going to get brought down by, I think that was Hagen over there. Tanner Hagen getting him on the ankles. 1:34 and counting in the half. 12-0 lead, and trying to tack on another 6 here, the Luther Knights.
I think Luther has 2 timeouts left, if I'm not mistaken, so the time isn't really a factor just yet.
A lot of pressure, and there he goes.
There they got him.
Barstead and Friedland riding him on the back and brought him down, and now a timeout here. And I think the timeout, it will be charged here to Luther. Boy, that was just a great job by the defense coming up and really getting on the attack here tonight on that particular play. They needed that.
They did. They really did.
Varsity Funeral Home helping us out tonight. We thank Gina and all the crew. Varsity Funeral Home serving the surrounding communities. The Westby Co-op Creamery. Be sure to take home that country goodness. And the Westby Co-op Credit Union will find 9 facilities in western, central, and southwestern Wisconsin. Yeah, even down to Richmond Center, which is where I'm heading in that direction after the ball game tonight. Stop in and stay overnight with my mom down there on the family farm. And then this Ithaca homecoming. We'll have that game against Brookwood. That's a 1:30 start, folks. If you're interested in tuning in, it'll be on this very same Twitch channel, the WWVP LLC channel, as known as our general channel. And again, we'll have that at 1:30 kickoff time. Kendall in a 3rd and long, 3rd and 17. He's going to look to go up the middle, and down he goes with Tanner Hagen. Hagen kind of bird dogging him a little bit there. And it's a 4th and long.
Let's see what Luther decides to do here. Probably take as much of the clock as they can here and get something into the end zone. If Mr. Kendall's got the arm to do that. It'll be under 10 seconds when they snap this.
Kendall,
he got pressure.
He's in trouble, and down he goes again. This time it was 56 in Grady Evenstead, who rolled us back to the ground, and a huge loss all the way back to the 45-yard line with 16 seconds remaining here in the half.
I got some writing on the clock there. I thought there was less time than there actually was. I thought that was going to be the last play of the half, but turns out I was wrong.
Well, it's a chance for a play or two here if Coach Andy Holtz decides to maybe air it out.
Well, if you got some trickery you've been saving, I think this is the time.
That's very true.
And I don't know much about much, but I bet you every one of these football coaches, these play callers, they have a play for this.
Somewhere along the way, you have to.
And they're just waiting for the time to give it a try because they know it's going to work.
Exactly. Let's see what's up the sleeve. Torkelson will be in shotgun formation, standing on the 40. He's going to lift this one up, heading out, and right through the fingertips. Kendall was on the coverage. That was Zach Bjorklund, the senior, and it looked like he was trying to pull the ball in just a little too quickly. It was a great throw.
It was a really good-looking throw by Torkelson there.
He was right there.
Didn't have much to show for it tonight, but he's thrown a couple of pretty good balls here. He's given his receivers a chance to make plays, but to credit Luther, they've just been there to defend it.
Yeah, they forgot to turn the clock on, Dan. It's still the same amount of time, 16.9. They're going to come back here again, and this time it is caught. Spin move. They're going to say he's out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and once again coming up with the grab. This time it was Zach Bjorklund.
Well, the same exact play that I think they ran the last time, and once again Torkelson made a beautiful throw, and this time Bjorklund was able to outduel the corner there and bring it in. Got yards after the catch.
Yeah.
7 seconds to go, and now there's going to be a timeout called by Westby. That is their second timeout of the half. I believe they have another one, so a shot at getting two plays. You don't have to get into the end zone or out of bounds on this, I don't think. Assuming they have a timeout.
If they got that timeout,
I think they do, but I don't.
We got a score.
I think, according to the scoreboard there, I think they have, each team has a timeout left.
Timeout left, okay.
I believe that's what it indicates.
Halftime score up at Black River Falls. Viroqua in the lead here at a 17-0 advantage over Black River. West Salem 12-8 over Aquinas at halftime. So some good games and a good game up there going on now for the Blackhawks with their lead.
Well, Viroqua was just one costly turnover away here to really make that game. I mean, it was a one-score game anyway, and great play by Evenstead as he stripped the ball away and scampered in for a defensive touchdown of about 60-plus yards, and kind of was the difference of that game. But Viroqua has been right there this year. I was surprised to see they only had one win this year.
Torkelson looking. He's going to fire the ball. He overshot the man. That was Stockton with a quick down and out. He did get away from the coverage. Over there on the coverage, you had number 11 in David Reese. Reese was there, and I think that was that might have been number 35 over there as well.
And Luther's going to take their final timeout.
They're going to talk things over here with a 2nd and 10 situation. Again, we're taking a look here. 12-0 with the Norsemen trailing here. But they got a shot at it here. See what they can do. we talked a little bit earlier, Dan, about the big games. Of course, this is a big game on the upper half, the chance to take the lead and probably win the conference outright with West Salem and Aquinas playing each other. West Salem with the lead at halftime, 12-8. Thanks to Gary Gilbertson texting me that score along with the Viroqua score.
I was wondering how you found that out. I was going to try to look it up. And connections.
Connections, there you go.
Having Gary Gilbertson's phone number, never a bad thing if you want to know something about high school sports.
That's true. 3.7 ticks away here. Torkelson dropping, lifts the ball, heading out there. Oh, knocked down.
Still some time on that clock, so.
Bjorklund wanted a flag, but I tell you what, Kendall was right there. Yeah, there is 0.5. And it's going to be a timeout here for Andy Hulst and the Norsemen. Well, I couldn't tell if Jackson Kendall, was on the arm of Bjorklund or not. But he did kind of turn to try and get that interception himself. So maybe the official said he was making a play on the ball.
Yeah, well, it's a difficult call there. I guess that maybe that could have went either way there, I think.
Well, I kind of had to smile because the play before when they were trying to get it to Stockton over there, he kind of pushed off from his defender, and I thought, oh, don't get an offensive penalty now. So maybe they're letting them play a little bit now.
I think so. I think so.
Well, let's take a look here now. A half a tick left on the clock. Torkelson going to go to that far corner and going up. Oh, what a job knocking the ball away. A defense coming up big over there, and I think that was Landon Bryant who got his hand on the ball and swatted it a country mile away. And that's where we're going to stand here, folks. It's a 12-0 Onalaska Luther lead here at the halftime over the host Westby Norsemen. We are going to take a break here and come back in about, 15 to 20 minutes as the band will be coming out here, the Westby Norsemen band. Thanks for joining us, and again, we'll return in about 20 minutes. Back we come here to Westby. Ken Manning along with Dan Grass as we get set for the second half kickoff. We welcome you back. Here is a little bit of an onside kick. Oh, just getting to the ball in time was number 13 for the Luther Knights in Kelvin Rick. Well, he's a good hands kind of guy. He's a quarterback as a junior, and he was able to get his hands on the ball and bring it in. Now, Norsemen, they have somebody slow to get up here. That is number 56.
Evenstead.
That would be another tough loss.
A really big loss for Westby's defense, especially.
Yeah, he's got to come out for one play because of the whistle blowing, and they bring the trainer out. Even if you're starting to get up, once that trainer comes out, you're going to take a play off. All right, 1st and 10, ball spotted on the 45-yard line of the Knights. Schmaling in motion. They'll hand off, and it's going to be a run to the outside. Oh, look at this. Still on his feet all the way down, and it's going to be a touchdown. No flags on the ground.
Devastating for Westby.
Yeah, first play, yep.
Inches away from getting that onside kick, and now they're looking at a 3-score deficit here very early into the second half.
18-0. That was a 55-yard run by Landon Bryant. And he did a lot of it on his own, but he did follow his blockers those first 10 to 12 yards. And that's when he was able to break free. And he showed some speed on that one, Dan.
Yeah, he did. He got, like you say, patience and speed, and then a burst of speed, and it was.
Well, when you think about a 14-second, well, it'll be less than 14 seconds, probably about 10 seconds to score.
Right.
Trying to get to the outside, and now the Norsemen are going to bottle that one up, and it's a nice stop here by the Norsemen. And the 2-point conversion is no good, but yet it's a 3-score lead here. The advantage going to the Onalaska Luther Knights in the opening play of the second half. We'll start back over and go from the bottom to the top, this time with our sponsors, as you also will see them during this third quarter of action in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. And when it gets to quarter number 4, we'll put the scoreboard back on there for you. Again, opening seconds, 11:46 to go here in this third quarter. Our thanks going out to the Westby Co-op Credit Union. We thank the crew from WCCU. And, of course, the corporate office right here in Westby. Speaking of Westby, it's the Westby Co-op Creamery at Down Home Country Goodness. I tell you what, right here in downtown Westby with the convenience store. Here's the approach, and it's a kick that's going to take a good bounce, picked up around the 12-yard line. That might be Nelson, and now a late flag coming in from the back judge here. Boy, I tell you what, he threw that about 15 yards, Dan, showing off his arm. He saw something in a hurry. Going to be a push in the back, a block in the back here by the Norsemen, and that'll negate a decent run back. It'll still be a 1st and 10, but now the ball, instead of around that 35-yard line, is going to be placed right on the 25. 1st and 10 for Westby as they trail 18-0 here in the opening moments of this second half. Again, a crucial game here because next week, if you lose this one, next week is a must-win game to make the playoffs. Otherwise, your season is done. Here is trying to get out of the throws of the defense and able to do so for a bit. Got some positive yardage here. That was Björklund on the carry. Tell you what, that was a nice job by him to pick up those couple yards. Going to give him 3 on the play. I would say there was about 6 Knights around him. So 2nd and 7 now. Again, they'll split receivers. It's going to be a direct snap, and it's going to be Björklund with the carry as the quarterback, and he's going to get the first down. He picks up about, well, I'm going to say he picked up almost 10 on that one. The ball placed on the 40-yard line. I'm not seeing Torkelson out there because that's been 2 snaps directly to Björklund. Oh, there he is. Now he's out there. He was either hiding as an end or something. I don't know. But he's set there now, standing on about the 35. He'll drop back to pass. He's going to come over here to the near side to Björklund. This time right off the hands, and there's a flag coming. That time around, it's going to be on Kendall. That flag thrown at the 33-yard line, and they are showing that it's the Knights on the receiving end of that
They've been
flag.
letting a lot of that stuff go, for the first half or whatever. I think the difference maybe there was it just went on for a little bit longer.
Yep.
It's like he rode them for an extra 2 or 3 yards more than what they had in the past. And that was enough to draw the flag. So
that's a good point because
a break. Yeah, because he was in his hip forever there. And,
he was. A 1st and 10, the ball now in Luther Knight territory. Torkelson up under center. He's going to turn and pitch the ball over here to the far side and getting back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard. That was number 11 and Jaden Geyer. Jaden been a little bit quiet here on the offensive side when it comes to running the ball. He's done a nice job returning anything, kickoffs and that kind of thing. But right now he's going to rotate back out. And Casey Wilbur, well, it's good to see Casey coming back into the game. Maybe a little bit of a limp there, but...
Yeah. Well, you know, Geyer and Wilbur are both listed as wide receivers.
Yeah.
The backfield for Westby is pretty injury depleted, so you got wide receivers kind of asked to do different things here tonight, and both of them are doing it. What's the word I'm looking for? Very valiant efforts there by the...
Yep. Birkeland, I believe, with the carry. Wilbur is coming out now, and back in goes number 11 in Geyer. And, yeah, Wilbur, he definitely has a little hitch to his walk.
Stockstone continues to stand on the sideline as well, so I don't know. He doesn't have his helmet on. I haven't heard anything, but I wonder if his night has come to an end as well. And
yeah. That's really, not good for the
Norsemen.
Really
testing the depth chart here for the Norse tonight on the offensive side.
For sure. There's a nice pass right over the middle, all the way down to the 30. A good catch, and drove himself down to that 30-yard line.
Yeah, good, strong, clean route there, and Matt and Torkelson delivered a strike, and
that was Birkeland, by the way. Kind of working his way out from that the backfield. Found a seam and picked up the first down, about 15 on the play. 1st and 10, the ball spotted right on the 30. Torkelson on the throw. It's a catch, and down he goes. Taking a look over there. That was Stockstone, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
well, it's good to see him in the game.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's running real well.
Not his full stride there.
No, that wasn't Stock. That was Wilbur who came off the field there. I'm sorry. I thought that was 7. I shouldn't even try. My eyes are that bad.
Well, Griffin Nelson is over there. Excuse me, number 1. Maybe that's who made the catch. I could have been wrong with that one. I have a tendency of doing that. Here's the handoff, and still on his feet, driving forward. Now that was a run of determination.
Yeah, I see. Stockstone is still on the sideline, holding his helmet next to the trainer. So
yeah, something.
That probably was.
Yeah, right here.
That probably was Nelson. He has been.
Yep.
He's having a good sophomore season for the Norse, getting some valuable experience. Made some nice plays over the last few games for Westby. So
that was Geyer on the previous run. Boy, he had his heart set on getting that first down, and he did. 1st and 10. Bjorklund in motion. Here's the handoff, inside handoff. That'll be Barstead. Going to pick up a few yards here. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Maybe 4. So it's a 2nd and 6 now. Westby trying to put a drive together here, trailing 18-0 in this second half of the ball game. 6:50 to go in the quarter number 3. The pitch here to the near side, turning back upfield. Oh, there he is. He's going to be in for the score. That's Geyer. From about 13 yards out, he picks up the TD.
A shot in the arm that Westby needed there. That's get the 2-point conversion here, and you're just down 10 points. Still plenty of time. That's
he showed some nice scampering ability there.
He did. Well, you know, if Westby can convert their 2-point conversions, and you know, Luther hasn't converted one yet. They've left basically a touchdown on the field.
That's true. Here's the toss for the 2-point shot, and it's going to be incomplete. Actually intercepted out there.
Did he intercept it?
Yeah.
Over the outstretched hands of whoever the receiver was out there, I couldn't quite make
Might have been
I think who that was.
I think that was 33 on the interception, and Zach Lumen. So the score cuts the lead now by a third, I guess you could say. It's 18-6 here as Westby finally got on the board here in this second half of action. Let's take a look at more of our sponsors. The Varsity Funeral Home. You'll find them serving the surrounding communities. Also right here in Westby, Viroqua, down to the Gaze Mills area and beyond. The Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leanne Klum with Visalign and much more. Stop in and have your next beautiful smile taken care of. And, of course, the Viroqua Booster Club, and a high note for the Blackhawk crew. They lead 17-0 at the half. We have not received an updated score, but they were up 17-0, and that'll make the Viroqua Booster Club smiling themselves. Friedland will look to kick off here. The Knights are ready just in case, and there is that short kick once again. And again, the Knights able to get to the ball, and that was number 73 coming up with it. It looks like 73, and we don't have a 73 on their roster, so good hands people up front, and one of the potential linemen was there to do the job. So 1st and 10, and, and there's the drawback. As much as the chances of that play occurring or happening in favor of the Norsemen, the downside is they've got great field position.
They do.
Here.
At this level, and then just the way this game's going, I think it's a good risk by Westby. I think. It's.
Breaking through. That is Petrasky, and he is going to be inside the 35, down to about the 34-yard line, where he's finally brought down. I think over there was Wilbur, along with 24 in Clayton Geyer.
The bottom line is Westby has to. What's the word I'm looking for? They really got to
tighten up.
Tighten up's a good one. Yeah, I mean they're just going to have to get some stops.
They really do.
They've they only gave up 2 touchdowns there in the first half, but it seemed like Luther was kind of moving the ball at will.
Yeah.
For a while there.
Yeah, 21-yard pickup on that previous play. There's that inside handoff again. And now a first down carry, and he is breaking free, still on his feet, diving forward. Landon, check that. That was Schmeling with that one. Schmeling with the carry, and he gets all the way down to about the 8-yard line. So that was about a 23-yard pickup.
Yeah, he got into the backfield there and ran through several sets of arms there and was able to turn that into a big gain. They
talk about those chunk plays a lot of times, and right now, Onalaska Luther has 3 chunk plays. A long touchdown run of 55 yards, and now these carries of 21 and 23. Here's a pitch, and trying to get around the corner was Landon Bryant, and he's brought down at the 5. Maybe they'll mark it back at the 6, where his knee came down. So it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Friedland in on the tackle, Nate Friedland. Clock continuing to move here, and for the Knights, they want to see that clock go a little faster if possible. Good snap. Kendall dodges one would-be tackler and now goes forward. He did not get back to the line of scrimmage, or if he did, he just got back for no gain. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and goal. And they do keep the ball on the 6.
Really interesting to see here. Now they're at the 6-yard line. They don't get this. If Westby keep them out of the end zone, 3 points would be big for Luther at this stage of the game.
Right.
I wonder if they would give that a go or if they're going to try to punch this in. But Westby's got to get a stop first.
That's true. And it is 2-down territory for them. Shotgun, looking, firing over the middle, and it is, nearly picked off. That was, is that Barstead in the middle over there? Might have been Barstead who nearly came up with it. It was a low throw. But now it's a 4th and goal.
Looks like the offense is staying out on the field for Luther, so they're going for the 6.
They're going to put 3 over here on this near side. See if they move Schmeling in motion. No, boy, he might have jumped the gun a little bit, but no flag. Throwing the ball over to the far corner. He's got his man, and it is caught.
Oh, what a great catch out there.
That was Schmeling out there. All of a sudden, he realized that Jackson Kendall decided to throw the ball about 5 yards away from him, and he had to go after it, and he was able to get to it.
Really close to that sideline over there, too. He managed to stay in bounds, and that was just a quarterback and a receiver got on the same page, and the receiver made a play.
Read each other's eyes or something there, but that is a 6-yard touchdown pass, and it's 24-6. Back to that 18-point advantage, and now we'll see if the 2-point conversion is going to happen. They've not hit on one yet. 4-minute mark to go. Now under a lot of trouble here. Now he's going to throw the ball up. Oh, he's got his man wide open down here in the corner. That's Landon Bryant for 2. He had to throw that one backpedaling about 25 yards.
Well, Kendall's made a couple of those plays tonight where he's just been elusive back there and made throws, dare I say, Brett Favre-like, scrambling around there and then launching the ball. And,
pretty much. They were right there. Well, let's take a look at a couple more of our sponsors here, bringing you the ball game tonight, the VFW of Viroqua. Hope you enjoyed that Friday night fish down there on the south side. Vernon Electric Cooperative, affordable electrical energy. And 10,000 plus patrons. Sleepy Hollow on the north side of Viroqua. Great place for your new vehicles, and of course they have all kinds of great trucks for you to choose from. We thank Sleepy Hollow. And don't forget Sealands Carpetland. Tim says if you walk on it, we sell it. And that they do. They have really upped their game down there at Sealands Carpetland. Here's the kickoff. Ball coming up right around the 10-yard line, and slammed back down after getting just past the 25, make it to the 26. Geyer on the return, and he came back with some reckless abandon, and he also got thrown to the ground that way. That play only took about 5 seconds to materialize.
Well, we'll see if Westby can answer here. That possession is becoming a premium here now for the Norse.
Yeah.
Down 3 scores here coming up on under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Torkelson under center. He'll pitch the ball. It's going to be a halfback option. He's got a man wide open. He's got it. That is Stockstone trying to outrace the defender, trying to come back to the middle of the field, and he dives, and he is in for the score. My goodness. The halfback option. Jaden Geyer threw a strike, and all alone was Anders Stockstone, and that was a surprise on the Knights. And that last-ditch dive was what got him in. So the throw, line of scrimmage from the 26, so that would be what, 64? 74, excuse me.
Yeah,
74-yard toss. How about that? Here's the handoff. The 2-point conversion is going to be stuffed. The ball on the ground. They'll pick it up, but I think he was already down. He was, and that'll be the end of the play. 2-point conversion is no good, and it's 26-12.
You said that was Geyer who threw that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to make the comment that Geyer is listed as a wide receiver. Has pretty much played running back all night, halfback all night,
right.
And he just threw a strike.
he threw a nice ball.
Good for him. That, he can do it all.
That was a good spiral.
Yeah.
We're going to say giving out lessons here a little bit later, folks. So that was a great job there by the Norsemen, and they got themselves back into this ball game. Well, we take a look here. Scenic Bluffs Community Health Care helping us out in Caston. Of course, also Norwalk. You're going to find behavioral health, the medical, dental, and chiropractic as well. Our thanks going out to Riverbank Down Home Financial Help. Be sure to stop in at either locations here in our area, south side of Westby or downtown Coon Valley. And Premier Co-op bringing you the action here on the Westby football field. Since 1893, Premier Co-op has been supporting agricultural communities such as Westby, Viroqua, Caston, and beyond. Friedland looks like he might kick the ball away, and he does, looking for a spot nobody is at. The ball is going to take a bounce and picked up at the 15-yard line, and then stepping out of bounds, I believe, was Schmeling. So that's where the Knights are going to take over. Again, still a 2-touchdown lead here. 26-12 is your score. We got 3:39 to go in quarter number 3.
Westby with a little bit of momentum here, boy. Cause a turnover, a 3 and out, get a stop here quick, and Westby get themselves right back into this football game. A little score updates I got here. West Salem leads Aquinas 18-14 with about 9:50 to go. Aquinas has the ball.
Wow.
So it sounds like it's living up to expectations over there in West Salem.
Absolutely. Bjorklund got off the field just in time. Here's the play as Potraski gets pushed out of bounds right around the 23-yard line. So a gain of about 6 on the play. They're going to let the clock keep moving. I'm a little surprised on that one. I thought maybe that's the one I don't understand sometimes, and I'm going to have to talk to a couple of people. They run out of bounds, but yet the clock is still moving because we just hit the 3-minute mark in quarter number 3.
Well, I think I'm going to sound like an idiot here. What's new, right? I was looking at something else at the end of that play. I think if you're an offensive player, if you're not going forward when you go out of bounds, then the clock continues to run. That's how it works at the upper levels now.
Okay.
So if you're pushed back and out of bounds, I think for the clock to keep running, you have to be going forward as you're going out of bounds. If you're going backwards, then they don't let you stop the clock.
Oh, okay. I just did not pay attention to that until just now. That was a pass that was a loss of about 2. They're going to loft one up. Oh, they got a guy. It's going to be Heelskamp, and oh my goodness, he made the grab from the 19. Well, it was a 19-yard. They needed 19 yards, and he picked up about 29 yards.
Yeah. Another long first down picked up by the Knights. Had a couple of those on their first drive.
Well, Heelskamp was all by himself. I mean, the closest defender was probably 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, almost got there, but any credit Heelskamp, he timed his jump perfectly. It wasn't a perfectly thrown ball, but it was up there where he could make the play, and that's what he did.
So 1st and 10, ball placed on the 43-yard line of the Norsemen. Norsemen are coming after him. They pick up the blitz. Here's the guy all by himself. He's got it, and it's a score.
I was wondering when Luther was going to bring out this air attack offense that I saw him trying to do against West Salem.
Schmeling with the touchdown grab. He caught it around the 10, and he could have walked into the end zone. There was a defender closing in, but that was just a well-timed pass and caught him in stride.
Well, credit Luther. Westby had things going for it there with a big flea flicker touchdown there to get him back within 2 scores. And right down the field, Luther goes and says, well, you're going to have to do that a couple more times.
Yeah.
We're going to have the first kick of the night.
It is. How about that? Let's see what happens here. Here is the approach. The kick is up. Oh, that's way good, I would say. You bet. He might have hit a 37-yarder on that one, Dan.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to go for two.
Yeah.
Especially if the first one you don't get it, you're trying to keep trying to catch up or whatever. But
yeah,
you got a kicker like that, and Westby, when Brown is in, when Brown's healthy, they've got a pretty good kicker.
Yeah.
Real good kicker.
Yeah.
So, just take your point.
Right.
But.
Well, now it's a 21-point lead here, the advantage for the Luther Knights. So it will take 3 scores and those extra point kicks in order to tie this up. But on the other side of it, they also have to stop Luther from scoring. Riverbank helping us out. We mentioned co-op. How about Nordic Lane? Scott and Sue Sordahl enjoy family fun year-round. And, of course, the open bowling. And, well, they do have league bowling. If you're looking to maybe become a sub, that's off and running. I know that. But if you want a sub, I'm sure that you contact them. They'll help you out. And our thanks going out to Ashley Liam, Miles of Smiles Child Care Center. We appreciate her wonderful support. And she's now located up in the Westby area school district facility with some daycare. And that's pretty neat to see up there today, talking to her for a moment. Well, the return and running out of bounds here, right around, they're going to mark the ball, on the 33-yard line. So Westby will start there, and not too bad a position. Let's see what they can do here with 1:25 to go in quarter number 3. Torkelson will have Barstead. The up man in the eye. He's going to look to throw, and oh boy, ripped down to the ground. That was number 67 in Caden Van Loon. He just got like a big old paw print on him and slammed him down to the ground.
Yeah, it looked like Wilson had a little bit of a pocket there, and then he didn't.
Yeah.
It disappeared quickly.
That's the best way to say it. He didn't. Unfortunately for Maddox, because he was doing the right thing. They say, you step up into the pocket and let the play go around you on each side of you. But Van Loon said, not this go around. We're going to try again here, throwing the ball down the field. That is going to be incomplete. Was looking for Bjorklund once again. Petrasky checked that. That was number 11 over there in Reese, along with Kendall. Back there defensively, but the ball fell incomplete. And with 37 ticks remaining here in the quarter, it's a 3rd and long. It's 16 to go. We're going to bring Bjorklund out here to the near side and Birkland to the far side. Trying to look to see who's in the slot. They're going for that. That was actually Stockstone out there in the slot, and they overshot him. Threw it behind him, actually, and high on top of that. It was a double whammy. And it brings up a 4th and 16, and Norsemen really have no recourse but to kick the ball away. If they don't kick it and, they try and go for it and don't make it, boy, then it's like handing a silver platter over, a touchdown on the silver platter, the way the Knights have been running lately. Bjorklund, or check that, Friedland, I should say, is waiting for the snap. It's a good snap, and nearly blocked that one, but it's a beautiful kick coming down right at the 40-yard line. And I think that might be Bryant. We're going to get a flag right away. That might be a block in the back. Bryant from the 40 got down to the 40 again of the Norsemen, but I think this one's coming back. Dan, that'll be the second 20-yard punt return that's negated by.
Right. They're calling
on the Norsemen.
On Westby.
Oh my goodness!
I missed the call.
I did too.
where that was thrown, I assumed it was.
Unless it could have been a face mask kind of thing. Didn't see that. It's a big one. So it might have been a face mask or a personal foul. Those are the two biggies. All the way down inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, I was right about the line of scrimmage. Right about the line of scrimmage where Westby had the ball there on 4th and long.
That's right.
They could have went for it, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Schmeling in motion. He's going to get the ball. He pushes his way to the 35, and they're going to bring the ball back and mark it on the, check that, 35, the 25. They're going to mark it back at the 26. Now coming into the game is number 55 in Jordan Teach. Coming out, number 70 in Cooper Rar, and that is the end of the quarter. Well, at the end of the quarter, we will switch out and get the scoreboard back up on the screen for us. We will take a little break here and turn the mics down and come back for quarter number 4. Back we come here. Ken Manning along with Dan Grass. And Dan, quarter number 4, and I tell you what, the Norsemen, they got the work cut out for them.
They do. Stranger things have happened. I think they get some stops or get a turnover.
Oh,
There's more flags.
Yeah, 2 flags flying, so maybe they saw the same thing. There's going to be a first down run by
Gotta believe this one's coming back.
Trying to keep an eye on Scott Kepnick, our head official tonight. They're doing a nice job. They are going to be doing, I was talking to Scott prior to the game, and I said, well, I suppose you guys got some assignments for playoffs? And he goes, yeah. He said, there's a push in the back or block in the back. And he goes, yeah. He says, we got level 1 and 2. And he said, they were pretty happy with that. This is Scott's first year as the head official with a crew. And they have Ben Urbanic is out there, and that's his first year as an official. So for the crew to get level 1 and then a level 2, he said that's pretty good. That says they're doing some good things.
I would agree with it. Yeah. Well, Scott, he has officiated probably every sport that's needed an official over the years.
Yeah,
so he's
Here's a quick pass to the outside. Oh, coming across the green. And what a move right there. This is, looks like a Bryant. Boy, he ran a long ways. He's going to get a first down. He should deserve get a rest here because that was quite the effort.
He ran about 70 yards to pick up. It was a good gain, but he ran a long ways to do it. A couple of good moves. Once again, Luther's making a habit out of getting into that Westby backfield and making tacklers miss and picking up extra yards.
And Bryant ran away from, he saw the wall of red and he ran away from it, and the pursuit was just slow to get there. And a big first down. It's a 1st and goal inside the 10 on the 9. Kendo turns, hands off. This is going to be a touchdown. There's a flag. That was Bryant. Went right up the middle, but all of a sudden the Red Sea parted for him.
Maybe there was a reason for that.
There might have been a reason.
We'll see.
standing on the 5.
Not even sure they bothered to signal touchdown, so that's usually a pretty good indicator that it's coming back.
They're going to say, oh, sorry, guys. They're talking. Oh, wait, now.
Oh, wait a second
They
here.
talk a face mask.
On Luther.
A
Oh,
face
no.
mask
Now
on-
he changed his mind.
Yeah, face mask on Westby. I didn't see it. It must have been one of those that kind of like grazed it or something.
Well, it happened in the scrum of the pile there, too.
Yep,
So
yep. So the 9-yard touchdown run by Landon Bryant, and it's now 39-12. Extra point kick coming up here. Looking to kick the ball is Livingston. Livingston is the one that does the kickoffs. He's got a leg. I guess now that I think about it, I failed to mention that in all his kickoffs. But look at that shot.
Yeah, I mean, that extra point, that would have been good from 30 easily.
Easily, yes. So that's a good weapon to have right there. Well, let's take a look at a few more of our sponsors. It's a tough score on the board for the Norsemen as they trail 40-12. Our thanks going out, as mentioned, the Miles of Smiles Child Care Center. How about Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service? Mark Evinger reminding you to stop in, take a look at all. If you're one of those people that like to cut wood, you're burning wood, or maybe you want campfires galore, guess what? They got all kinds of great steel products there for you, and you can go out and use the old chainsaw, your heart's delight. Eagle Title Company helping us out. Lori Holte and Sarah out there in Central Avenue on the north side of Coon Valley for your peace of mind with title insurance coverage. Well, they're going to mark the ball, the penalty from the kickoff here. So they're going to spot the ball on the 45 of the Norsemen. That'll be a chip shot here for Livingston, the way he can boot it.
Well, he might try to put this one through the goalpost,
He
huh?
could. It's like, let's practice this, Coach.
Maybe I might be getting a little carried away. But
Yeah, I'll tell you, he might make an effort on it. Gonna line drive that kick, and it's gonna go through, and it'll be back to the 25, I believe, right?
we're going to find out, Ken. It's 25 at a lot of levels. I have a hard time keeping track of.
Yeah, I guess it's the 20.
The different levels of. Pretty sure it's 25 at the NFL level.
Yeah,
probably college too.
Probably college. You get to watching some of that. Why? Well, let's take a look here along with Eagle Title Company, Coon Valley Telecommunications. You want some great packages of entertainment, stop in and talk to Coon Valley Telecommunications and see what they have on their HBO channels and much more. Here's a quick toss. Oh, a little hook and ladder. And he's got a shot going down the field. This is Wilbur. And you know what? He is going to go all the way from the 20. It's an 80-yard touchdown.
Well, that's how you answer, Westby. They've done that a couple of times. Just well-designed play and had one man to beat and got through the ankle grab there and scored. What a good moment for the senior.
I was a little worried there for a second when they tried to get him at the ankle, knowing that he had that little injury back in the first half, but he didn't seem to show any effects on that, did he?
No, he didn't. Good for him. He's having a whale of a ball game here.
Yeah.
His last home game, unless Westby can muster a home playoff game. I was right.
Yeah.
I think he's a senior, isn't he?
I think he is.
I hope so.
Number 8. Yep, he's a senior. Yeah. Here's the toss and a catch, and it's a score. What a job there. Reed Barstead with the reception, and slow to get up over there was Rick for Luther.
Reed Barstead's we've been saying his name a lot tonight.
Yes.
He's having a heck of a game. Well, Aquinas just grabbed a lead on a touchdown pass, 20-18 over West Salem.
And, I'm sorry, how was that again?
Aquinas just took the lead with 2 minutes to go over West Salem. They're up 20-18. So.
Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. I have not heard from anyone as far as where Viroqua was at after the halftime. Well, the old hook and ladder helps out the Westby Norsemen, and they pick up an 80-yard touchdown scamper as that was number 11 in Jaden Geyer who had the reception, and he flips it over to Wilbur, who was running right behind him, and he was off to the races. Our thanks going out to Chaseburt Farmers Union Co-op, John Mislevichik and all that great crew as they are busy, especially when it comes to corn season. They're shelling, they're getting everything down there in the dryers. They're going to be some busy people for a long time. The fields look pretty good. Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson, your organic farming experts. Here's the squib kick again, and oh boy, that was a shot. That was Landon Bryant who took a big time hit, but he hung on.
Boy, credit to him. Boy, he had to know it was coming, and he stood right in there and got that ball, held onto it, and it was.
He didn't even have a chance to move his shoulder pad any. So 1st and 10 with 11:04 to go. You can see in the upper left corner of your screen.
No, I think if you're ever a little kid and you want to dream about receiving kickoffs and taking it to the house, and then you get to this level, and that's where you're standing. That's how you receive the kickoff.
Yeah.
That's not really what you had in mind.
That was not in the thought. That wasn't in the dream. Let's put it that way, right?
But, boy, credit to him. That's a nice play.
Yes. Schmeling in motion. Snap. Inside handoff. No, it's going to be a keeper by Kendall. He's looking now. He's under some pressure again, trying to get away. He is going to take his lumps right there and be about a yard shy of getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, now they might just give it to him. I think he's going to be a loss of half a yard here. Oh, it's second, and they're going to keep it at 2nd and 10, surprisingly. Clock continuing to run here. That becomes the enemy now, along with the 11 on the field for Luther as far as Westby is concerned. Quick pass to the outside and down to the ground they go. That'll be a loss. That's going to be spotted right around the 44-yard line. They might put the nose of the ball on there. Nope, it's going to be on the 44. And we are going to get what? I thought they were going to get a timeout. Now they say no, run the clock. Might have been a little discussion over there with the Luther bench, coaching staff. Westby has shown some nice resolve here. Even though they've given up some touchdowns, they've been able to bounce back, Dan.
Well, they played hard all night. Luther's had just a couple too many big plays.
Now they're set with a 3rd and 12.
Still 9 minutes to go here. They can make something happen here.
Thrown across. Oh boy, he might have got hit as he was trying to. He did go down. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and that ball was the old lame duck flopping around out there. And it brings up a 4th and 12, and it's going to be a kicking situation here now for Luther.
I think this is Luther's first punt.
I was just wondering that. Yeah, that was.
So credit to Luther. They've been getting, they've been converted some 4th downs, but.
Yeah. Well, now Westby's going to call a timeout. They need to regroup here just to make sure they're going to protect that there's no fake punt.
The clock's still running, so we're going to have to add some time to that. It looks like it's still going. They're stopped at 8:55. I think there's about 9:05. I think about 10 extra seconds ran off there.
Yeah. Well, Andy Hulse's agreement with you. .908, they say. There they go. Oh, that'll help the Norsemen a little bit.
Yeah, it was just the reason I saw it was still running. I was looking to see. I thought there was about 9 minutes left, and stranger things have happened here.
Well, no kidding.
I mean,
Yes.
there's time. Credit Luther. They're going to punt the ball away for the first time. Neither team has turned the ball over tonight.
Yeah. Good snap. The kick is high, and it is going to come down right around the 20-some yard line, where they're going to grab it right away. About the 22, 23 yard line, and that's where Westby will take over 1st and 10. Our thanks going out to Cashton Building Supply, a CBS Design. And of course, the small town company, small town prices, but the large town items. They've got all kinds of great things there in that store. Kevin Kirking, give them a shout. And if you need something designed, well, Courtney Coulee can take care of that. They got some great 3D programs on the computer and build your idea from scratch, so to speak. Here's a throw going downfield. It is caught.
What a play.
Nice grab. The throw, line of scrimmage on the 22, and they're going to get all the way down to the 46, 47 yard line. So a 25-yard strike there.
What a throw by Torkelson. I was, kind of double covered there and just put that one on a dime.
Was that Bjorklund out there?
I was on the other side of the field, Ken. I
got to remember that.
I'm not sure.
You warned me before.
I did. I should be more prepared. Get a little pair of binoculars or something.
Oh, shoot. Stockstone is going to try and streak down the field, and it doesn't matter as Torkelson is ripped to the ground once again.
Big hit downfield there, too, on a receiver coming over the middle.
Oh, boy. 49 and Matthias Shepard bringing Torkelson down to the ground.
Clock running, as you can see, under 8 minutes to go now.
2nd and 14 on the board. Stockstone here on the near side. Going to go that direction, coming over here, and he's got a shot. It's incomplete. Going up and nearly got the interception was number 35 for Luther. That was that is Ashton Kendall. Must be some sort of relation there, I'll bet, with Jackson, sophomore, so could be a brother, most likely. 3rd and 14. The clock stops with 7:40 to go. Again, if the Norsemen lose this one, it's a must-win game next week at GET.
Have you seen GET play at all yet this weekend?
I have, against Viroqua.
Okay.
They just, they really opened things up. There's a big-time stop. Coming up on the play, that was Landon Bryant on the tackle. Yeah, they just really opened things up against Viroqua down there on Blackhawk Field.
I was looking at some of their stats tonight. GET does not throw the ball very much, do they?
No.
I was looking at it, and sometimes the stats on the internet aren't quite accurate, but
they just had great runs going on. The ball is free, and now going down was Torkelson. Heelskamp was in there. Potraski was in there. It was just nothing but a problem, and now it's 1st and 10 the other way, and just talk about great field position here.
Yeah, that really hurts the chances of a comeback here.
Yeah, on the
not impossible, but
25-yard line.
Definitely gonna have to put the clamps on here and
Well, they'll milk the clock as much as they can. It will not start until the snap due to the turnover on downs. They'll stay in the shotgun. Schmeling was in motion, dropped the ball, now picking it up was Kendall, and he'll move forward and get back to the line of scrimmage. This is where you can run the clock down to, I think it's 35 seconds between plays, so you'll watch the, we'll see if they do this or not. You watch that back judge, and when he raises his arm, you know you got about, 7, 8 seconds maybe, or 10 seconds, and then he starts counting, he starts making the motion, and you can get that within a second or two. The clock will move against you in a hurry. Schmeling in motion. Here comes a halfback on the near side. They're going to run out of bounds. That is Potraski. And here they stop the clock for the moment. We'll see if they crank it up or not. I don't know that they're going to. So they don't, and that might be a bit of a mistake by Luther, keeping time on the clock here for the Norsemen.
Well, you can look at it this way. You know, I mean, they have a 3-score lead with it.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously you want to keep the ball going. I'd rather have them run out of bounds, stop the clock, than fumble.
That's true.
You know, so
yes,
I mean, to stay in bounds and take a hit and risk fumbling the ball.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, that's.
Here's a snap. Kendall looking, he's firing, he's got his man, he dropped it. That was a well-timed hit.
It was.
Out there for Westby, that was 24, and Clayton Geyer again. Yeah, just as Heelskamp, I think, might have been the receiver over there. Once he touched the ball, he got hit. So
timed it perfectly there,
yeah. Just a tick under 6 minutes to go in this ball game. The clock stops with the incomplete pass.
And Aquinas did end up holding on for the victory, so
they took
a major step toward winning the conference title with a 20-18 victory over West Salem at West Salem. So sounds like it was a real good football game.
You have to think those two could meet again. Aquinas they get bumped up a division, so if they're a D5, then they would become a D4. Here's Kendall going to the outside. Now diving forward just at the last, that dive might have been enough to get the first down, and it was. They're moving the chains.
When did they start that, Ken? Jumping up divisions.
That just started this year.
That is this year. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe Aquinas and West Salem have been in the same division before.
Okay.
So I know West Salem has had some big games with Onalaska in the playoffs the last few years.
Right.
But West Salem is a pretty sizable school, so they might be a couple divisions up on Aquinas anyway, and at football anyway. I have no idea. It kind of depends who's eligible, for some of these schools
you're
too.
Right, because they shift that all out, sift it out, I should say. Schmeling in motion. Going to be a delayed handoff to Potraski, and they are going to push him forward. Now the scrum. He might have got enough for a first down here. That would have been a 10-yard pickup.
And it's real close.
Yeah. It is a first down.
First and goal.
Clock running here now. 5.5 to go. A split man to the far side. Schmeling in motion, handoff, Potraski, and he is going to walk into the end zone. He kind of did a little juke to the right and then came back to the left, and that's where the opening was for the TD. About a 5-yard run for the score. And again, Luther just answering back, making it pretty tough on the Norsemen on their comeback trail. It's now 46-20. Livingston looking for his third extra point kick, and he drills that one. (47-20) is your score here, and Westby going to have to come up with some stuff here in a hurry, at least 3 different times. Well, let's take a look here. Carmen Fortune, your New Directions real estate expert. She is a lifelong resident here of the Coulee area. Be sure to contact her if you're looking to buy or sell. She has great knowledge of the area and the folks here. Thanks also going out to the Bank of Cashton. It's friends supporting friends. That's Scott Wall and his crew in that beautiful facility there in Cashton on Front Street. And don't forget Miranda Wright Agency. It's the family that you choose. American Family Insurance, located here in Westby and also in Viroqua. Livingston on the approach after the whistle, and here's the kick. It's a pretty good kick coming down at about the 10-yard line, and got back to the 37-yard line by Anders Stockstone. So a 27-yard return. Pretty good job there by Anders Stockstone. Westby trailing by 27 here with 4:54 to go in the ball game. Defensive movement, trying to change some things up. Here's the handoff, and got over the 35 down to the 37. Back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Wilbur coming in. Viroqua wins their game 27-0. And that's a nice win for them.
I was just trying to find that score and pull it up on the YouTube channel. I can't read the score on the scoreboard. I was trying to get the reaction at the end of the game to see who made it came out on top, and you beat me to it.
Gary did.
Weird.
Well, no gain on that one. And boy, again, that defensive middle really bottling things up inside.
Well, it looks like they're going to come up a little bit short, but Westby and injuries are never an excuse, but they had to deal with a lot of them on the offensive side especially, and the defense. A lot of these guys were two-way players, but a lot of kids for Westby stepped up and played good football games tonight. They had nothing to hang their heads about. They should.
That was Bryant. That was like steer wrestling right there.
And if I was them, I would go to Gilesville next week and be confident that they can come out and pull out a victory and see if they can get themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I hope some of these players are able to come back next week. Talking about
healthy.
Friedland and Brown and maybe Stockstone can have a bigger role next week. And
GT has got some speed. So it could be an interesting matchup. Here's the throw downfield. That is incomplete. Going over the top, not able to get to it was Björklund. Or was that? Yep, that was Björklund out there. Overshot him, and now it's 1st and 10 going the other way on that 4th down attempt. So the clock stops with 2:46 to go, and Now we see what will they do.
I would doubt you're going to see Luther put this ball in the air. I don't know much about much, but I'm guessing they're gonna run the ball, let the clock run.
I would think they want that clock to run and run and run.
I said that earlier too. You know, like at the end of a half, or might have been the end. I think it might have been the Viroqua game. Coming down toward the end of the game, where Westby had the lead. Just over a minute left to play, and it was third or fourth down and 6 or 7 yards to go. And my thoughts were, wow, well, you just can't risk passing the ball here. You need that clock to run. And I tell you what, Westby threw a pass. They threw a corner route, ended up completing about a 25-yard pass down to the 5-yard line, and that ball game was over.
I'll be dinged.
Yeah, and I had to stick my foot right in my mouth there because I would have never even thought of passing the ball there. But, I tell you what, sometimes you take risks and you get rewarded.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
They're going to now start milking the clock here. Official raises his hand. Livingston with the carry again. And he's got a first down. And now they can take a knee. Take a knee and call it a night.
Yeah, probably have to take a couple officially.
Yep.
Minute 39. Did you say a 35-second
I think it's
clock?
35.
Is that what it is in high school?
I think so. And they will go into that victory formation here. Down under a minute 10. There's a knee.
I think they're going to have to do, let's see, it's second down now.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to do 2 more knees officially.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think to be official,
We'll find out. If it was a 40-second clock, if it was a 40-second play clock, then I think it might just be one.
It might be one, yeah.
We'll find out.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, you can, as an official, you can take your time setting the ball down.
I was kind of wondering that too, because I mean, does the back judge there? I mean, does he actually have a stopwatch that he uses for that, or is he just counting it?
I think he just watches the clock.
Well, he's got to be good at math. I don't think I can handle the pressure of that.
I wouldn't either. That's right.
Well, that's going to be it. So
that is it.
I don't see how much time.
A very interesting ball game here, where Onalaska Luther comes to town, and they're going to hand a 47-20 loss to the Westby Norsemen and put the old got to win the next game on the shoulders of Westby as they travel to GET next Friday night with a playoff berth on the line. Luther has stamped their ticket, and they move their record to 4-2. They pick up the 4 conference wins that they need in order to qualify for the playoffs. Well, Dan, thanks so much for being here and helping out, and this was it was fun to get together again. It was. Do a game.
It was. It's it was fun. Just 4 home games this year was really thankful I had the opportunity to call these games.
Yeah.
So
appreciate that a ton. We hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Westby football. Next week, well, we'll talk things over. Maybe I'll head up to GET and maybe do that game, whether it's tape delayed or try and do it live. We'll try and keep you posted on that. And if so, and again, Dave, hope you're enjoying the family time out there as Westby comes up short, 47-20. For Dan Grass, I'm Ken Manning saying so long, everyone, and we'll see you somewhere out there on the gridiron over the course of next week. Have a great weekend, everyone.